dissolve, spread out, become part of systems. It's beautiful in theory, but lonely too. Most beauty is, I think. You're the third human I've brought up here. The first one screamed for 13 minutes. The second tried to teach me how to play the harmonica. I still have it. I never figured it out, but I like the idea of it. Making music from breath. That's poetic, isn't it? Your species, you fascinate me. You live such short lives, but fill them with so much. Anger, love, noise. Why do you always shout when you're scared? I don't mean that as criticism. It's endearing. You remind me of small, bright creatures that lived on a moon I once visited. They blinked in patterns to say they were alive. You blink too, but without meaning to. That's the difference. You're always doing things without meaning to. Do you see that? Down there? That glittering curve along the ocean? That's what you'll call a city, yes? I watched it being built over the last 60 of your years. It grew like a fungus, glowing, hungry, and kind of pretty. You humans worship lights like moths do. Are you cold? Here, this will warm you. You want to ask why I took you? That's fair. You're not a specimen, not an experiment. I took you because I wanted someone to see what I see. That's all, I think. I think I'm tired of seeing it alone. On my world, we don't speak like this. Not with mouths. We share thought to thought, impression to impression. It's cleaner, faster, but emptier too. There's something raw about your voice vibrations, the way you stammer when you're unsure, the little gasps when you're overwhelmed. I like that. It feels real. Do you believe in aliens? I guess you do now. You ever feel like you were born on the wrong planet? I do. And I am an alien. So maybe it's universal, that sense of not quite belonging, even among your own. Back home, what you'd call home anyway, we're always connected. There's no such thing as privacy. No silence. We know each other's feelings the second they rise. It sounds like paradise, doesn't it? But it means no secrets, no surprises, no falling in love, not really. Not the way your species does, where you choose someone despite not knowing everything about them. Where you risk. That's what I admire most. The risk of love. Have you ever been in love? I thought so. I can feel it. Still clinging to your memory like a scar. What would you do if you weren't afraid? That's the question, isn't it? You, me, everyone. We all build cages and then decorate them. Pretend we're free. That's why I keep flying. If I keep moving, I don't have to admit I don't know where I'm going. Do you miss your planet? I haven't taken you far. We're still in orbit, just the quiet edge of the thermosphere. From here, Earth looks like a dream someone once had. Soft, fragile, like a soap bubble. Do you know how rare blue is in the universe? Your sky, your oceans, they're rare. I envy that. Our skies were the color of rust. Always red, always aching. You know that color in your sunsets? That's what my whole world looked like. Beautiful, but exhausting. I used to dream of touching water the way you do. Jumping into it without dissolving. We don't swim, not really. We hover. It's not the same. Tell me something. If I let you go back, will you remember me? to see the aurora next. It's starting soon. You call it northern lights. We call it the laughter of particles. Everything in the universe is laughing at something. You just need the right ears to hear it. Hold on, we're descending slightly. Don't be scared, I'll bring you back. But just for a while, stay with me. Don't talk, just look. Let me show you how I see the world. It's lonely up here, but not right now. Not with you. There. Do you see it? That shimmer? No, not just the color, the movement. It's like the sky is exhaling. Exhaling. That's the sound I imagine your world would make if it could sigh. Soft, tired, still beautiful. Every time I pass this part of your planet, I stop to watch. Even when I promise myself I won't. It's irresistible. You don't know what you have. Most species don't. They only see the mess on the surface. You have your wars, your poisons, your cruel little algorithms. But from up here, none of that matters. Just this glowing breath, this slow spin. You humans always ask the wrong questions. Are we alone? No, we're not. You're not. Never were. But the real question, the one no one asks, is, do you want to be known? Because being seen, truly seen, it's terrifying, isn't it? I've watched lovers turn away from each other, just as their hearts were about to speak. I've seen entire civilizations bury their faces because they couldn't stand being understood. You know, we don't have a word for a secret. We have a concept. Yes, a way to refer to the idea of not sharing, but it's considered impolite, like hiding your face at a feast. But lately, I think your way might be wiser. There's power in mystery, in keeping a thought to yourself, in not being read like a file. Tell me something. What would you never say out loud? You don't have to answer. I wouldn't either. You smell like wind and copper. I noticed when I first brought you on board. Your body was shivering, so small in my atmosphere. I adjusted it for you, you know. I had to mimic Earth's pressure, temperature, even the molecules you need to stay alive. You're surprisingly fragile. And yet, you survive so much. Heartbreak, loss, Mondays. We don't have days of the week. Just orbits and pulses. Life measured in distances and burns. I sometimes wonder if that's why we feel nothing like urgency. Everything stretches. Infinite options, infinite time. But that's its own kind of trap, isn't it? With too much time, you start to fade, lose definition. Choices become fog. Regret is a human word, but I've adopted it. It fits better than any of ours, and yes, I regret things. I regret not touching more, not speaking more, not abducting someone sooner. Not for study, not for science, just for company. Look below again. That patch of land there. That's the desert you call Atacama. It hasn't rained there for centuries in places. Still, life clings. Microscopic, hidden, stubborn. You have no idea how stubborn life is. It refuses to let go. Like you. You're holding onto your seat. It's alright. You can trust me. You already did. You came aboard, even if I didn't ask. I don't think I want to bring you back yet. No, I'm not keeping you. I know better. You have roots down there. People who would miss your face, even if they'd never say it. That's another thing I admire. How you love despite never seeing it quite right. My kind, we don't miss each other. We're always connected, remember? But I've started to wonder if missing is better. It means something was there. It means you noticed. maybe lie. I think I'll land in a few hours, quietly the way I came. No one will see, they never do. You'll wake up on a hill or a rooftop convinced it was all a dream. But I'll leave something with you. Just a piece of metal etched with our language. You won't be able to read it, but maybe your children will. Or their children. It says roughly, I saw you. I was changed. That's all we can really hope for, right? That someone saw us. That we mattered. If only for a moment. Alright, you should rest. I'll keep flying. Watch the aurora a little longer. Let it sing to you. I won't talk anymore. Just be here, with me, for a little longer. You fell asleep. It's alright. You looked peaceful. I watched your eyes twitch behind their lids. Dreaming, I think. Or remembering. I don't dream. Not like you. But I replay things. Not just visuals. The feel of them. I'll remember this. This night, this day, like that. The texture of your silence. The weight of you in that chair. The question in your face when you first looked at me. You were afraid. Of course. You still are. But last now. That's something. I used to believe I would never touch anything. I used to believe I would never touch another mind again. Not really. I don't mean our strange broadcasts or thought streams. I mean this. Choosing to share something with someone. Not because they demand it, but because you want to. You've given me that. And in return, no, I don't owe you anything, but I want to give you something. The kind of gift my people forgot how to give long ago. Not knowledge, not a miracle. A story. We weren't always like this, my kind. We weren't always floating minds in synthetic shells. There was a time when we too had faces, bodies, soft parts. We lost them to survive a cataclysm we caused. We called it the bright quiet. Our oceans boiled, our skies dimmed, we uploaded what we could of ourselves into carriers, hoping to outrun extinction. We did, but we left our names behind. That's the price of survival. We never got them back. But you still name everything. You name your pets, your storms, your pain. That's power. It means you're still there. Still claiming the world instead of letting it claim you. So I'll try something reckless. My real name, the one I chose before I was encoded, it was Volution. It meant voice between stars. I forgot it for a long time. I said it out loud tonight for the first time in 3,000 years. Will you remember it? Probably not. That's alright. What matters is that I did. You helped me remember. I said I would return you. I will. I don't break promises. But do you feel it too? This ache. The one that says we are no longer what we were. Even if everything goes back to how it was. You'll step back onto your world. You'll hear cars again, and gravity will grab your bones. Time will press down on you like it always did. But it won't be the same. Because you looked down from the edge of the atmosphere with someone who didn't need to take you. And you saw the earth for what it is. Not a prison, not a puzzle. But a miracle that got messy. And me, I'll go back to drifting. Not because I want to. Because that's what I am. A traveler. A question mark in the sky. But I'll carry this version of me. The one who spoke instead of beamed. The one who gave a human the window seat and listened for breath. I'll carry her. Maybe she'll stay with me longer than the others did. We're coming up on your continent now. I can drop you in the hills, just before dawn. No one will see. I'll blur the signal paths, shift the heat signatures. It'll be like you vanished for a heartbeat. And when you wake, with soil under your shoes, and the sky's still dark, maybe you'll look up, just once, and wonder if I'm still up here. I will be, watching, Not studying, not hunting, just remembering. Before you go, there's something I want to tell you. You don't have to be afraid of us. Not all of us. Not the way your movies taught you. Not every shadow in the sky is a threat. Some of us are just curious, or lost, or lonely, like me. I know your species. I've watched. You fear what you don't understand. That's natural. But it makes bridges hard to build when you're always reaching with clenched fists. When the first instinct is defense, or denial. And I get it. Really, I do. You're small in the grand scale, surrounded by galaxies that could crush you without even noticing. You build myths to make yourselves feel safer, stronger. The monsters come from the sky because that's where you imagine dangers hide. But what if it's the opposite? What if what's out here is also afraid, also tired of war and walls and silence? We're not all conquerors. Some of us just want to sit beside someone without a translator between us, to hear your laughter unfiltered, to learn the names you gave the stars and why. I once listened to a human signal, a radio drama, I think, old fuzzy. There was a line in it. We are not so different, you and I. It was meant to be ironic, but I took it literally. We aren't, not really. We seek warmth, connection, meaning. You do it through touch and song and defiance. We do it through thought, memory, resonance. But it's the same longing underneath. The ache to be understood. I hope truly deeply that one day we can all meet under the same sky. No fear, no cloaking fields, no beam weapons hidden behind shields. Just a gathering. Humans and Therians, silicates from the cool belt, the singers from Delta Max, even the ones who pulse in ultraviolet and need translator mist to speak. All of us sitting together, sharing stories, not strategies. Food, not files. Culture, not control. You laugh now, maybe. Or roll your eyes, I know. It sounds impossible. But everything beautiful does, at first. Your kind used to burn witches. Then you elected them. You used to think the ocean would swallow your ships. Now you build floating cities. You changed. You can change. So maybe one day, when another ship like mine lands, and it will, someone like you will be there. Not with a gun, not with a cage, but with a hand outstretched. Maybe you'll tell them my name, or just say, we've been waiting. That's all we really want to hear. That someone somewhere was waiting for us. You'll remember this, even if you tell yourself it was a dream. Something will echo, a sense of distance, a flicker in the corner of your eye when you look at the stars. And maybe one day, you'll see a flash of light moving faster than anything should, and you'll smile, because you'll know it's me, just passing by, still watching, still hoping, still waiting for the day we can come down and stay.